Hey everyone, with the final stages of Labyrinth coming during Anniversary, I thought now would be a good time to do the entire playthrough of the Labyrinth. Each video is going to have one floor in it. This one is containing the first floor, and we're going to be basically going through the entire dungeon and doing all of the missions as well. It's probably going to be a lot harder during the later floors, so I don't know how those videos are going to go because it's going to be a lot of trying and failing and RNG. So hopefully, like, by the time we get to like later floors, I can have those units that I've used built up a little bit more, so there's no RNG in there. But yeah, that does mean that these videos are gonna have to be spaced out quite a bit, so bear with me on that. And yeah, so this first initial floor is very simple. I don't know how many floors came with the initial batch. I think it's like 2 or 3. But for this one, it's fairly simple. I'm gonna go ahead and build a team here so I can just use it every single time instead of having to change my team around. Basically here on the first floor we have no restrictions, so we're able to use whatever team we want. So what I'm gonna be doing is having the summer units for affinity as well as the Elsas, so I can get their affinity up potentially to max. I think I'm pretty close for a purple Elsa. I think she's actually like halfway. It's very hard when you're free to play to get affinity max, so I don't know what memory came with Bride Elsa. I kind of wanted to use that one just for fun, but I can't remember which memory came with her. I wonder if I even pulled it. I do not remember. I'll use crit memory though. Yeah, we'll just go into it. Super simple. These stages and these videos are going to be very easy, like at least up to like stage 5. But we're going to go ahead and a lot of auto. We don't really need it to play it, at least at this level. So we're kind of just going to vibe and hang out. Once we get to later stages, it's going to get harder. I'm going to have to probably explain teams and fights a lot more, but currently we're just doing it just to do it. For stages, or for Tower 1 or Floor 1, whatever you want to call it, we do have 2 missions that I've already completed, but I went ahead and looked at the missions tab in the main menu. I scrolled all the way down to completed missions, and I found the one where we needed, which was complete stages 5 and 10 in under 3 minutes. So we're gonna have to do that. I do believe it's extremely easy. it's floor 1, so I don't think there's really like a guide that you need to beat it under 3 minutes. Auto is probably your best bet. Auto's extremely fast. It's way faster than normal play, unlike mini games, unless you're using a lot of AoEs, because if you're having one single boss, your AoE just won't proc because there's not many targets, so the AI doesn't use the AoE as much, which is kind of sucks, because like it should, but whatever. And right now we're kind of just watching the team basically just steamroll the entire floor. That's basically how it's going to be for the rest of the video. I have no idea if you can actually even get affinity from Labyrinth, but we're going to be doing that anyway. Then, as well as when I do get Ryan Gold, probably going to do a showcase video on him for that. He's a very great support character. You know, he has his versatility where he can use other memories to increase other stats, but I loved building him on the support memory with cover. I think that just is great. Cover's kind of fallen off ever since his release. On his release, his gold, if we got in his gold version a lot sooner, he would have been one of the best units in the game. But with over time, how slow they've put it out, it was just kind of unfortunate that they didn't really do anything with the character until it was too late. A lot of characters now can just remove your debuffs, at the start of battle. Basically, everyone's so extremely fast. They can just one-shot Ryan either way, even if he does have covered defense up. It's just kind of unfortunate that he's just fallen off before he can really even get started. But it is what it is. A free character of his caliber is still pretty good for your box to have. Even if you don't really need him by the time you're able to do the entirety of Labyrinth, it's still nice. So this is the first quote-unquote boss mission. We have these sort of boss missions like halfway through the stage and then at the very end. I think floor 10, I was going to scroll all the way down, but I think it's way too far. I wonder if this can, no, this just takes me to the shop. I thought you can like go to certain floors. Do I have to scroll away? Oh yeah, I do. Okay, so this one only has 2 bosses. Okay, I thought I had multiple. But yeah, every floor is similar to where it just has the 2 bosses, a midway boss and at the end boss. Now, once we get to stage 75, that's going to be a real pain in the ass, but until now, we're fine. This is the dungeon where you have to be in 3 minutes or less, and it's pretty easy, you know, nothing too crazy. I think Labyrinth is extremely easy until like the 3rd floor or the 4th floor, something like that. Basically, like on 2nd batch release, it just got like way harder, and like you can kind of tell the difficulty, or it might have been the 3rd batch. Again, my memory's very hazy of Labyrinth, just mainly because I kind of like set it to the wayside. Like, it was a really cool concept, but it wasn't really for my account, which was unfortunate. Alright, easy claps. And also you're able to see the previous team that I built it with, or I beat it with, so this is a lot more free-to-play friendly, except for these 2. You know, Subaru and Amelia is low-key all you need. Once we get to the double units, that's gonna be a lot more fun. I think stuff like that is fun. I don't know how I feel about restrictions. Sometimes it can be fun, like again the double units, and sometimes it should be like, hey, you know, it can be like felt camp, but then there's like 2 good felt camp units in the game, and I have none of them, and it's kind of weird. Thank God, you know, they gave us Labyrinth Rhine. I think we're able to use them with felt camp. I'm not too sure, but it's just kind of weird that they would do something like that. And there's like 4 good units there. There's like 4 units in total, actually. So yeah, it's just kind of weird. Let's switch teams. Do that. I'd say this is a great way to work for your affinity for characters. I wouldn't farm this at all, but like, you know, you have some decent characters, you'd probably do the entirety of stage 1 or floor 1 with whatever you want, like this. AoEers are pretty nice too, especially if you have any of the REMs, because they can AoE with the idle memory, just probably make the runs a lot quicker. I just opted again for the affinity characters. And almost. Not really much to go over here, huh? I thought I'd had more to talk about, to be honest. Run again, we have 2 more missions, and then we have the boss level. Usually at the beginning of floors you have the currency. The first level gives you currency for buying Ryan's memories and buying from the shop in general. And then the last floor has like the fragments for the character. And I'm assuming with the extra 50 fragments coming for Labyrinth, it's going to bring 1 more floor. I would hope for some more content, but I kind of like it at 100 floors, like even, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was like a shop thing or like a mission that you have to do. I wonder what the mission would be though, so I don't know. I will have to wait and see, because I'm pretty sure they only confirmed that the last 50 fragments are coming, not that what it was going to be, so we'll have to wait and see. Alright, 2 more floors. More guys can get wrecked by them. There we go. Easy clap. Once more. I love running Elsa with this team, as well as her getting the buffs and the crit rate buffs. I always wanted her to have crit rate on, you know, just the start of battle instead of having to use abilities first in order to become good. So running her is very cool. This one is the final boss stage. This is where you actually achieve your first Rhine. It gives you the 200 fragments. You can then buy him, and after this point on, you should have Rhine in your box. This fight is also fairly easy. I really don't think anything is too hard until like stage 3 or 4. I'm not too sure. It has been a while. You kill boss, then a game over. I also love that about this game, where if the boss dies, the wave's over. For the most part, they do that consistently. But yeah, that's gonna do it for floor 1. I'll see you guys for floor 2. No missions there, other than the beat the stage 5 and stage 10 in under 3 minutes. Once we do get missions though, it's gonna make things a lot more fun and interesting. And yeah, videos are probably gonna get really long towards the end, so just be aware of that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.